Great game today. Kings are on a winning streak. It's good to see you guys. We played better.
今日B リーグのキャリアハイ38得点を達成したんですけれども、おめでとうございます。
おめでとう。
それについての気持ちをお聞かせください。
気持ち
Comment. Well, it is exciting to get a career high. That's always fun. I think what's even better is that we won today. I think it would have been such a disappointing result if we would have lost and the career high would have happened. But I'm happy we got the win. We played well down the stretch. We came out really flat, but Hokkaido is a championship team, so we knew that after losing game one, they would be very focused. Game two, Okafor was very aggressive. Tominaga started making the shots that he makes. But I'm happy we stuck with it. We stayed poised, stayed with it throughout the game. We were down as much as 17 points, I think, at one point, and won by 9. So I think we just stuck with it, kept improving as the game went on, kept sticking with what we did, and our defense got better.
北海道にいるジャリル・オカファー選手、調べるとあなたと同じシカゴのハイスクールの出身で、おそらく同じ、もしかしたらハイスクール時代に対戦したことがあったりとか、彼らのことを知ってたりとか、あったら、そういったところをエピソードがあれば教えていただきたいんですけど。
You guys went to the same high school?
Played against each other in high school.
Any episodes with them?
Yeah, it's actually really cool to be able to play Jalil. We were teammates in AAU. I don't know if you know what that is. We were teammates in AAU for a couple years in Chicago. Obviously, Jalil was a very good player, was a high draft pick. I've been playing against Jalil since we were 9. And it just is really cool to see as we grow and have gotten better as basketball players. When we were younger, he was the highly touted player and was a special talent. He still is. But it's really cool to be able to compete against them as pros and play and get 2 good wins. Jalil has been a great dude since I've met him. And I'm wishing him the best in Japan. I think he's going to have a lot of success here. Yeah, this is my 4th year in the B League, and I've kind of learned the pattern and rhythm of the B League and the seasons. I think the really good teams, you want to win both games, but I think the way you are successful in this league is the bad teams you have to beat twice, have to. Then you have the middle teams, you want to beat them twice, maybe split, but you want to beat them twice as well. When you play good teams like the Nagasakis, the Mikawas, Hokkaido, Chiba, Bricks, you want to at least split, right? Like you have to split. Cannot lose twice. Absolutely cannot lose twice. I've been fortunate enough to be on really good teams in Chiba and Okinawa. When you're really, really good, you win both games. When you're just good, you split. I think that this season has been full of ups and downs for us. We've lost 2 games to some teams. We've split. And now, we're on a bit of a streak here. We've won twice. We beat Chiba twice. We beat Hokkaido twice. And I think it shows the level of play we can achieve when we are clicking and playing well. But I think it also shows that there are days when we aren't playing as well as we should. And I think it kind of goes back to every day is different. Every game is different, right? Hokkaido's players were sitting here. I'm sure that they weren't trying to lose twice, at least a split. These games happen. It's just going to take more mental toughness, more resilience for them and ourselves included to keep this thing going. I think next we have Osaka and Ibaraki. And I think with this season, against better teams, we've played pretty well. And I think we've lost some games against teams we shouldn't lose to. So I'm looking at these next games as really, really important. Because these are the games you need to win. These are the games you have to win. Right? Because when you play Nagoya D coming up, Brex 2 more times, Sanin, those are games you go into it with the mindset you want to win twice, but they're good teams. You may lose. But you cannot lose to the teams that are not championship teams. You have to be mentally tough enough and strong enough to win those games that you're supposed to win. Also want to just say there are no bad teams. There are championship, every team can win on any day, but there are obviously championship teams. Against the championship teams, you need to split at least. Against the teams that aren't championship in that season, you have to. If you want to be really good, you have to beat them. I think that's super interesting because every team, that's culture, right? You don't want to be selfish. You want to win, play for the team, no egos. Obviously, every team is different, but I think every year is different. But the Kings, I think, what makes the Kings special is I think that the Kings have such a strong sense of pride for like Okinawa. Like, I think Okinawa people really do love and respect the Kings. And so as a player, like you are playing for something bigger than yourself. Like you're playing for more than just stats or wins and losses. Like when I'm in Okinawa and I see people who may not make as much money or farmers or people who have a big family and they're still sacrificing and coming to these games, it makes you want to work and play harder. Like it makes you want to give them a reason to still come. You know, these last 2 seasons, I don't think many people have expected us to do such great things. Last season, you know, we had a roster that people thought wasn't as talented. This season, we've had, you know, Luma left, we've had new players, we've had adjustments, injuries, everything that you can imagine, hurdles for the season, and we've still overcome. And I think for me personally, I appreciate having the responsibility that people expect things of me. You need to play better. You need to do this. You need to make more shots. You need to embody more Kings culture. You need to, you know, I think with that comes a level of respect, right? And I'm happy that the Kings have established themselves as such a good team where you guys expect things. With that being said, it is a long season. You know, Okinawa is unique. We travel sometimes 14 days at a time. I think in years past, the beginning is good, bad, whatever. But usually in the back half of the season, we have a lot more home games. And so for a team like Okinawa, we don't have to fly 2.5 hours and stay in a hotel for 8 days. It's a little bit easier for us to play when it's 6 home games in a row. When another team has to fly 2 hours to Okinawa, and now they're playing us. It's a bit of an advantage, you know? I'm not saying it's an excuse, but it's an advantage. I think that, you know, March, April are really the months where we come together as a team. We have more home games. The fans really give us energy, and it allows us to be Kings culture in the best way possible.